Howdy folks, I'm the Roleplay Gamer and I like to party. Firstly, I would like to apologize for the potential lateness of this video. I've just had one in a million absolute atrocious day. And it's mucked up my schedule like nobody's business. Anyway, that is neither here nor there, it is not your concern. Let's move on to the first impressions. This is Sublevel Zero. It is a roguelike or a Descent-like, I believe. That was a game. I'll be honest, it's a game that I haven't played. Descent, I'm referring to in this case. But it's sort of like a 6 degrees of freedom, I believe is the catchphrase there. 6 degrees of freedom. Sort of like a maze first-person shooter in some sort of gunship, right? And it's got procedurally generated levels and whatnot, and it's pretty satisfying. Let's just jump straight into it and see what we got. So we do have a little bit of progression, a little bit of a few unlocks here. I suppose you're selecting your gunship, you know, you're selecting your hull. Let's just go with the standard gunship. I've played about 3 to 4 hours, probably closer to 4 at this point. We'll skip the intro. There is a bit of a story or backstory, if you will. Nothing too major. Alright, so here we go. This is Sublevel Zero. As you can see, it looks, well, at least I'm of the opinion that it looks fantastic. It's just, I love the glow. It has this, like, it feels very Tron to me. It's like that cyber 80s, and I just love them. I'm so into it right now. I feel like it would go hand in hand with a synthwave soundtrack, you know? Like something you might hear in Far Cry Blood Dragon, you know? It's good stuff. Alright, so the movement is, that might be the first thing you might notice. It's a little bit weird, especially if you're coming from a more, you know, first-person shooter background, which I suppose this resembles slightly. The movement is floaty because it's a gunship. You're not a person running around with super quick reflexes. You're a vehicle with thrusters and whatnot. And let me just show off. You have, you know, full movement here. You can move up and down here with space and control. I do admit, I mean, even though they give you a lot of control, like with rolling and whatnot, I don't find a lot of use for it. At least I haven't yet. But I do appreciate that it's there because it sort of, it adds to the immersion, I guess. Like, you can decide at any point what is the floor and what's the ceiling. And I suppose that, see, there you go. Like, now that's the floor, now that's the floor. It's all up to you. And that's sort of part of it. It is very maze-like, but not so much that you actually get lost. Okay, hang on. Did we pick that up or what? I think this is just like flavor text and whatnot. Yeah, so you don't get lost, and you do have a map, so you can find your way around. I don't believe it pauses when you go to the map, so you still got to be careful that you don't get pounded. And as you can see, you know, the levels do sort of sprawl out in all directions. You'll get a better idea of that once we continue on a little bit further. But you'll see. Hang on, once I just grab this this chest here, there's no one up there. So yeah, we can go up here. Is that no? That's force field. That's all right. Let me just sort of make it mildly safe for a moment. Yeah, you can see it goes all over the place, and I really appreciate that. And even though looking at that, you might think, holy shit, that's like a nightmare to go through, it's kind of not, because even though you might not necessarily know like exactly where you're going, I've changed weapon there just sort of to try something new. Not that I necessarily think this is a better weapon. It's roguelike, so you know you still gotta you gotta learn things and get a feel for what all the weapons do. Oh fuck, this is a complete shit show right here. Oh, I don't want to deal with this at all. I'm gonna boost out of here. Shift will initiate boost. So as I was saying, and you can heal, you'll get repair kits. Alright, so I've got this sort of sniper weapon here that's low rate of fire, but it does a decent amount of damage. Explosions look cool as well. I am getting so badly sidetracked. There's just a lot of stimuli in this game. It's making me want to change the subject. Stationary turrets as well. Anyway, so the movement and the map. That's right. So you don't really get lost. I find that without really paying too much attention, like I'll find the goal. Anyway, okay, I've just come back the wrong way. I will get to my goal eventually. Now, yeah, you can speed that up by looking at the map and going, okay, yes, I have gone here before, so let's not backtrack, you know, that sort of thing. But it's not entirely necessary. So again, you know, the long-winded, the long, the short of it is, what I'm trying to say is, even though it's a huge sprawling map, and I'm completely contradicting my point here because I keep getting lost. That's right. I swear, baby, this never happens. Okay, so let's have a look at the map and sort out where we are. Is that just I've got caught in a loop. Okay, so that I've actually never seen that before. A loop. I feel like, see that there? That's an opening up. That's probably where I need to go. So let's have a look where I am now. I need to go back straight and through there. Okay, let's do that. So yeah, aside from what you're seeing here, I've never gotten lost before. But yeah, the movement, it's very floaty, but that makes sense because of what you're flying. It's a gunship. It's not meant to be necessarily agile, but it can be agile if you want. Like I've boosted through, you know, a lot of sections. Hang on, what have we got here? Dumbfire. We do have a secondary fire, missiles. Hang on, pulsar. I'll go with a pulsar. And there is ammo. I'll just mention that before I forget, because I'm very frazzled, as you can see, all over the place. Yeah. So another dead end. What do we got? Rusty laser. I didn't even want to know about that. Yeah, I have come to parts where it's like, oh, fuck this, and I'm out of ammo, and there's just enemies everywhere, and I'm like, there's only one thing for it. I gotta boost through it, and it works. Let's replace that. What kind of fire? Oh, yeah, I actually like this one. I like the rusty laser concept. So then, you know, you pick up ammo and little bits and whatnot, and you do get, as you've seen, you get weapons to switch out, and you can also get hulls and whatnot, and that's a repair kit. Let's just have a look at the inventory right here. So, you know, you can pick it up with F, or you can auto-equip if you hold F. 1 will change your primary weapon, 2 will change your secondary weapon. You can also control it with the scroll wheel, but it's a little bit finicky. And then you've got, you know, you can upgrade your engines and your standard hull, which, you know, we will find along the way. But there's also crafting. Look at this. Craftables, right? So I can craft a minigun or a slow railgun. I feel like let's go with a minigun. But I haven't got enough cash. Or they don't call it cash. It's like nano. It's some sort of nano thing. I don't know. But yeah, I need to gather more of that before I can actually craft that. But, you know, it's got crafting in there, which I really appreciate. It's not just down to you finding the right drops. You've got a little bit of control there. So here we go. I think I've found the end. This is usually how it goes down. Like, you find a big chamber with a force field between you and, like, the portal at the end that you have to find your way around. It's usually pretty simple. What is shooting at me? I've got dumbfire missiles, so should be able to deal. Yeah, they're pretty powerful if you can get a clean shot. The enemies, I feel like the difficulty here is not so much in the enemies being crafty or even bullet spongy, because they're not. You can take them out really easily with a cruel... Sorry. Oh, no, it is cruel. I was going to say. No, it's crude. No, it's actually cruel. Pulsar. I think I will... Yeah, I will upgrade my pulsar. Cool, so you know, it does show, I'm pointing at the screen there, like with my hand, as if you can see it. But yeah, it does show the comparison. So we're getting less damage, but a huge rate of fire and accuracy increase. So I will go for that. I'll hold F, and we can also change the fire mode between, you know, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like simultaneous fire or alternating fire. I think that probably makes sense. You probably know what I mean. I like alternating just because it kind of looks cool. I'm not sure if it's actually more effective in any sort of situation, but I like that it's in there. You know, it's got some options. It's not just a straight up, hey, go through this procedurally generated maze and, you know, and upgrade your weapons and armor and this and that. It gives you some options, and some, even if they're, you know, it's a roguelike, so it's not like it tells you exactly, you know, what everything's going to do. There is a little bit of obfuscation, which is, I suppose, to be expected. But it just feels nice, you know? You know, I've been criticized for saying shit like that before, but I honestly believe that you know, if we want to sound as wanky as possible, the feel of a game is important, and this feels good. Alright, so graphically, I love it. I understand, you know, it's a very subjective thing, but I think you can agree, at the very least, you can say it looks polished. And I really like that. The only criticism I would have with the graphics is not in the fidelity of it or anything like that. It says that we've just completed a level, gives us some stats on how we did. We can save and quit, or we can go to the next one. Yeah, it's not the fidelity of the graphics or anything like that. It's more that the nature of the graphical style makes it very chaotic and at times difficult to see what's going on. Like, you've really got to look to see when there are bullets coming at you, especially if you're firing your bullets, and there are bullets or projectiles, if you will, coming back at you. It's like, hold on, who belongs to what, you know? But I suppose once you get used to it, you sort of, you know, it's alright. That's the only criticism I have, but I also kind of feel like that's sort of, I don't know, half of the course. Is that what I'm trying to say? It goes hand in hand with the style. So, I mean, it's not a big enough of an issue that it ruins the game for me. Marksman Shredder. A rusty laser, I suppose. Oh, okay, this is like a shotgun type of thing. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so you know that I enjoy it. I think it's good. I would recommend this. Spoilers for the end. So let's sort out the criticisms. You know, it's not perfect, and I think for me the biggest issue is probably the interface and the controls. You know, the interface issues. But my issue with it is when I first, you know, booted up the game, I'm like, what the fuck is even happening? It actually took me a couple runs to even realize where the hell my my ammo is. And it's, you know, the two brackets either side of the crosshair there, they're actually on top of that. On either side of that. And it was like, where the fuck is my ammo? And why am I running out of ammo? I can't even see, you know, where my reserves are. That kind of annoyed me a little bit. Yeah, so, I mean, for me, the UI at first was a little bit too, I've just gone back the other way, obfuscated, not clear enough. But, like I said, I mean, that was sort of resolved with time. So, I mean, it's up to you to sort of judge whether that is a valid issue. I mean, of course, it's a valid issue, but whether it's going to be a deal breaker for you, or it's just a matter of getting used to the game, you know. Secondly, the controls. I feel it's, you know, mostly it's mostly to do with like joystick. I hear a lot of people saying, you know, this is a game that you play with a joystick, and I would love to. Just for the life of me, I couldn't get the damn joystick controls to work. It was just so goddamn finicky, you know. I feel like if I spent maybe an hour with it and got it perfect, I could do it. But I'd like it to function the way it does in like a space sim or something. It's like Elite Dangerous. You know, let me just check the map. Have I missed something? I probably have. Hang on, which way am I facing? No. That's right. Okay, alright, yep, let's go back this way. Yeah, I feel like you gave me half to an hour. I could probably sort it out, but it's just like, as it stands, it's a bit of a nightmare. So I should have gone down, or is that up? Yeah, the maze nature of it, I actually like it. And, you know, it does feel a little bit thrilling when you kick in the burn, when you're boosting away, which recharges, you know, it overheats. It's not like it's as far as I'm aware, it's not a limited use thing. It's not like it's got ammo that you need to collect. It's an overheat system, so it recharges. You know, you can rock it around like some sort of badass, and it just feels right, you know? It feels like you're going fast. It's good. What is this? Assault engine. Oh, shit. This is actually the first time I've found this. New crafting available. So is this going to give me the shit? Is this going to make me speed along like shit off a shovel, if I may use a terrible colloquialism there? Okay, there's got to be something I'm missing. Is there something on the roof? This is actually an exceptionally slow run. I usually sort of bounce through it a lot faster than this, and maybe it's because I'm talking, so I'm not really paying attention as to where I'm going and whatnot. So that's fine. Here we go. Here's a new environment. I have gotten up to level 3 so far, and then I've died. I haven't gone further than that. Sometimes it just gets chaotic. Like, a lot of it is simple, like what you've seen. You know, you run through and you shoot a couple of things and it's all fine and dandy, and then it's like, all right, you're doing too well. Here's a goddamn whole room of bastards. Go, you know? And that's a little bit exciting. So I've just, I've gone back. This is an exceptionally loopy stage. I will give it that. I'm actually really low on health. Let's have a look at the map. So that is the correct way to go. That way or the way behind me. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. It looks so good. Enemy variety, you know, is pretty good. At least what I've fought so far. I imagine that it probably ramps up later, but you know, I can't really say because I haven't witnessed that. I'm about to die. But you know, as you saw, there's a new enemy type. There's one that rams you and it does a shitload of damage. Good. We got nanites. Nanites, that's the currency. I knew it was some sort of nano thing. Nani thing. Okay, how are we doing? Are there enemies? Yes, there are. So I probably shouldn't try and craft something just yet. I have sorted out my health situation slightly. I mean, it's a little bit better than it was before. Health pickups are on a regeneration sort of thing. It's not a flat heal. I'll hold it here for a second. Can I craft? Will it craft? A minigun. Oh shit, here we go. Boom. What do we got? What do we got? Marksman Shredder? Oh, yeah, I might... And yeah, that's another thing. I mean, I wish you could just, like, drag and drop. Just the small things, you know? It doesn't ruin the experience. It's just like, I wish the UI was... Oh, fucking hey, this is the one. I wish the UI was a little bit more intuitive. But I mean, you know, I'm nitpicking here. It's by no means the worst UI I've ever seen. I want you to understand that. Oh, blue key, cool. So yeah, there is a little bit of, I mean, what do you call that? I just like, it's like really old sort of dungeon exploring, crawling sort of gameplay. Find the blue key, find the red key. It's all in there. It's good fun. There you go, I've just died. What was that? Level, that was only level 2, wasn't it? Kills 44, most killed enemy grunt. Yeah. Best weapon pulsar. There you go. Quit to menu. I don't think we've unlocked anything. Like, you unlock things as you go along, so you get more, I believe how it works is, like, you unlock, it's sort of like Isaac, you know, you haven't got the whole pool of things available to you from the get-go. It's sort of, you got to unlock them, and then you have a random chance to pick them up. It's sort of like that. But yeah, I mean, I've rambled a little bit. I hope it's been helpful to show you a little more about the game. Sublevel Zero. Interesting name. Interesting game. You know, the negatives are, they're not deal breaking. It's on the whole really awesome. And I love saying that. I love finding new games, especially ones that I weren't even on my radar that are good fun. I will be playing more of this. I can assure you of that. So yeah, that's a recommendation from me. It's as this video goes live, it's probably well and truly out. Oh no, it will be, because you know, embargoes and whatnot. I'll put a link in the description for the Steam store page and whatnot. And if there's anything that you feel I missed in the review, anything that, well, I say review, first impressions. First impressions, kids. Let's not get crazy. If there's anything you feel I've missed or something very specific that you want to know, because I know that happens all the time, it drives me insane. I watch a review or first impression, it's like, yeah, okay, that's great, but I want to know about that specific thing, and you didn't touch on it at all. If there's anything like that, please ask in the comments, and I will do my best to answer your questions in a timely fashion. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And check out my music at ricardostarthere.com. Link in the description and at the top of the screen there. Also, don't forget to follow me on the Twitters for updates and news and stuff like that. Be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.